Don't make a Back to the Future joke. Don't make a Back to the Future joke. Don't make a Great Scott! Grossi Posse Packer Nation. Welcome to an episode of Packast, the podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm your host, Tom. So many picks. Grossi, and yep, time to break down the latest pick from the Green Bay Packers, number 236, the first out of their two 7th-round picks, and it is Vernon Scott, the safety out of TSU. Sitting at 6'2", 206 pounds. I will say right off the bat, we really don't have a whole lot to go off of. He did not get a combine invite, so we can kind of just like look at his career, look at his stats. I was able to look at some of his tape. He had played some corner in his career, so maybe he'll bounce back and forth. Obviously, you know, I said the Packers needed to address corner, which, by the way, since we didn't draft a corner, it makes sense that we're going to wind up bringing Tramon Williams back. But in 2019, 44 tackles, 7 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, and a 98-yard pick 6. So those are pretty decent stats. He had 2 full seasons over at TCU, an interception in each, obviously playing with Jeff Gladney over in that secondary. I actually had the Packers going at 236 for a safety in my 7th-round mock draft. It was Rodney Clements. It wasn't this guy. It wasn't Vernon Scott. But I think this just provides, again, some more depth at the position. When we start getting into like the really late day 3, that's essentially what we're looking for. I'm curious because obviously the Packers kind of just had to like take a risk and say like, all right, we don't know how athletic he is. We just got some game tape to look over because he didn't get the combine interview. Why they would go safety when they already have guys like Darnell Savage and when they go at Amos, because after that, again, we need that depth. And who knows, you know, we have so many questions within that secondary. Who knows what the hell is going on that, you know, maybe Scott comes in and is able to at least compete. TCU had a really good secondary this year, so it's defended. I mean, that's a great stat to have. The little bit of tape that I was able to see on him, he does seem to always be around the ball. Yeah, maybe he'll turn into a backup. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. You can always find me at TomGrossiComedy.com or at TomGrossiComedy on all social media. See down below. Check out Packast on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play Music, Spotify, and of course YouTube. And a big shout out and thank you to all the Patreon members over at patreon.com/TomGrossiComedy. But thank you so much for watching. We only got one left, folks. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go.